The power of love is a curious thing. That's right everyone, Dragon Ball Super episode 117 just rolled along and you know what, it was actually better than expected. A grand showdown of love, androids versus Universe 2, aka The Bedroom. Now before we begin, I would like to give a shout out to today's sponsor.
Today's episode review is sponsored by Verve, who is offering you a 30-day ad-free trial of Verve Premium. Just click the link in the description below. Thanks to them, I can now begin to catch up on My Hero Academia over on Crunchyroll, and I don't even need an internet connection. That's right, Verve's service now allows you to watch your favorite shows offline. Anything from Crunchyroll, Funimation, Cartoon Hangover, Rooster Teeth, and more. Watch all your shows on the go without an internet connection. Now with 12 HD channels, there's unlimited choice to find something new or catch up on an old favorite. Time for me to revisit Cowboy Bebop then. What anime or show are you excited about? What should I watch next? Leave a comment and share. Click on the link in the description now and get yourself an ad-free trial of the Verve Premium service for 30 days and let me know what else I should be watching. This limited time offer won't last, so sign up today. Now on with the review.
Where we last left off, Goku performed a stunt which would have made Tony Hawk shed a tear with pride as he managed to off Caulifla and Kale, and make sure that Universe 6 was down to the wire, in quite possibly one of the most spectacular Kamehamehas in the entirety of the series. So naturally, right now, Goku is all like, and I'm spent. Gohan and Piccolo look on as Goku's completely and utterly defenseless. And the thing that cracked me up in this scene was when Piccolo was just going like, oh no, Son's defenseless. Are you guys just gonna go and help him or something? Yeah? I mean any time, Piccolo. Yeah. Okay, now you do. Meanwhile, Vegeta takes his anger out, so what else is new, on something nearby as he is pounding it senseless. And unfortunately for him, Goku isn't around to be the focus of that. Instead, Vegeta, he got a rock. Speaking of Namekians from earlier, Salnel and Pirina arrive against Gohan and Piccolo to stop them coming to Goku's aid and get revenge on Universe 6 once and for all. Yeah, no you're not. And this is all the while Champa is riding Megetta for some reason. I'm sure that come the dub, Megetta will be saying something like, Chugga, chugga, why though? Still don't get why that was Megetta's voice. So are we now going to get a dedicated portion of the episode to this 2v2 battle? Nope! Instead, we're back to Universe 3's Catoplessa, facing off against Vegeta now. Man, this Universe 3 Kamen Rider clone's doing the rounds with Universe 7. He's practically fought everybody. Still in his speed mode, Vegeta kinda gets some flashbacks of his time in the Ginyu Force and is like, he reminds me of someone who claimed to be the fastest in the universe. Didn't I stomp his neck? But wait! We are getting another Modo Changey. Are we going to get an exciting transformation? What kind of power is Catoplessa going to have? Okay. It's just a color swap. And the new letter just appeared. No morphing or anything. It just changed. Don't skimp on these things. We are going to notice. This mode is, of course, Catoplessa's Raging Battle mode. Yeah. This will increase his power by 300 times, so that means his attacks will be 300 times stronger. So instead of that whole 300 times speed thing, it's into another thing. Now, we all know the whole thing about Ultra Super Saiyan, right? I'm pretty sure that Catoplessa is going to find that out soon enough. Vegeta is still a little sore about Goku getting that whole Ultra Instinct thing again, and is all like, I can get it too! I just go limp and act like spaghetti! That gives me inspiration for this week's fan art. This week, share your fan art of #SpaghettiVegeta to my Twitter @MarsacoX, and next week, I shall showcase some of the best. Thank you very much! And he's trying to do all this without a formidable power or a black hole in sight, so yeah, good luck with that. Now, Vegeta fans, this ain't gonna be your finest hour, because Catoplessa is now just wailing on Vegeta and he's doing nothing about it. Yeah, any second now. Oh, it's kind of hurting now. This is just so unlike Vegeta, it hurts. Krillin and Whis cotton onto this plan immediately, and the look on Whis' face right now is just all too telling. Huh, seriously, how adorable, but it's also kind of sad. But suddenly, Vegeta grabs Catoplessa's arm, and we think, or at least it's portrayed, that he's finally mastered Ultra Instinct, but no, he just got bored, and instead of Catoplessa's final blow, he just gets hurled off into a passing rock. But for some strange reason, Catoplessa isn't knocked out of the ring at this point, so this just implies that we are going to see him again next time, and who else is he going to be fighting? He's just now become just a kind of clown or some kind of sideshow now. I feel kind of bad for him. As this is going on, Ribrianne and Rosie, two of the fandom's most favoritist of characters, watch on and see that now is the time to join the fray once more because Goku is completely and utterly defenseless. I like the idea of the kamikaze fireballs, but I think they've been utilized rather poorly, and as a result, it's made them not really sit well with most of the fandom. So right now, I bet you're thinking, when are they gonna go away? So apparently Hellas can communicate telepathically now. Why haven't we seen this before? Plot convenience. Even though it didn't really convenience the plot in any way. Why couldn't she just shouted it? Oh well! From twin universes to twin cyborgs. 17 and 18 are watching from afar and deduce also that now is the time to go and help Goku. But remember that spat that 18 had with Kato Plus a couple of episodes back? Yeah, that's still a thing, because her ankle is still a little sore from that. But actually, this scene's turning out to be a pretty good one, because 17 and 18 are actually sharing what they're going to be doing after the tournament is over. And 17 wants that cruiser, and then 18 just wants some financial security for a family so they don't have to work so hard. Oh, that's kind of nice. Aw, I'm glad this scene was a thing. But then Rosie and Ribrianne come barging in and then we have to go back to a fight. I guess. Now, okay, Goku, instead of, I don't know, limping or running for cover, you just stand or sit there or whatever and let Rosie and Ribrianne find you, as well as the other fighters from Universe 2 now, because they're all there. Yeah, that's a good strategy, having all of your fighters in one place. Smooth. Hellas goads her team to carry on, and then Sue, the other member of the Kamikaze Fireballs, is like, I'm here too! I was the thing! I was the bitey one! There are a couple of lines in here, in fact, quite a few lines, where it just makes you think, what? They're either too obvious, or they're too weird. We then get Ribrianne and Rosie spouting out stuff about love symphony, and love this, love that, oh yeah, we know the drill. But unfortunately, at that moment, they are shot through the heart and the androids are to blame. But then Ribrianne's just spouting love because apparently she has an analogy of love for any occasion. Now that I think about it, all of this love talk is just making me feel like she's overcompensating for something. Maybe she has this vapid existence that is really shallow and hollow and she's actually really lonely. Rosie wants a piece of the action too, and she then decides to fight 17, avenging Sue, because someone's got to. With that all going on, Goku is left utterly defenseless against the men of Universe 2, who aren't as beautiful according to Hellas. Little do they know that I think they're going to be regretting that move rather shortly. Goku's deciding to actually fight against them, and I think Goku wouldn't do that in this situation had it not been for his Saiyan blood wanting a good fight, but then also having the sense that he knows someone's coming to defend him. Who exactly, he's not quite sure, but it's gonna come. Oh, would you look at that? The two Zenos doing something that isn't just going, whoa! They're mimicking Rosie's attack, and okay, yeah, this one's kind of cute and kind of funny. At least it's different. Oh my god, that face is horrifying. Friends, I think we have just seen the inner sanctum that is Ribrianne's soul, and it's not a lovely thing. Now, you may be thinking that this entire fight between 18 and Ribrianne is completely worthless, but it isn't. Because in a way, 18 is a much more genuine definition of love than Ribrianne could ever hope to be. She's managed to actually love herself, most importantly, have a family, and actually have a fulfilling career, which she loves. It's not just about relationships, it's about yourself and what you do. There's contentment. Love and contentment go hand in hand. What Ribrianne's talking about is just pure love, and love can be blinded so well. 18 is far more classy about love because she's not just talking about it all the time. She is making love. Wait, this fight is a really intriguing deconstruction of what love is and what Ribrianne's character is all about. It's actually a pleasant surprise. I'm kind of impressed. But what I'm not impressed about is the fact that Ribrianne then calls Krillin ugly and noseless. How dare you! It is an unspoken rule of the Dragon World, Ribrianne, and you, madam, have broken said rule. She's just showing herself to be so shallow and unfit to represent love in the Omniverse. This is fantastic. Get the popcorn out, friends. 17 finishes the job by knocking out a distracted Rosie and then just finishing the job. Good work. Ribrianne has fallen out of her transformation and is now just Brianne. She looks completely dejected, but not defeated. Despite her appearance, she has actually trapped 18 by the ankle, her injured ankle in fact, and is ready to attack her with the Big Amor, which then just completely enshrouds her with love. Universe 2 are at it again with their love wands and are giving Brienne the strength to carry on. And what it's going to be is transforming Ribrienne into Super Giant Ribrienne for some reason. What? 18 thinks that she's done for, but then the real power of love gives her the motivation to do the deed, free herself, and then punch Ribrienne's fist out of existence. Okay, that's kind of cool. 18 then proceeds to Shadow of the Colossus up Ribrienne's arm and then ultimately punch her out of the ring. Right through Ribrienne's smug head! Shin's really getting into the spirit of the big and more, but then is shot down by 18, giving him the look, which is both hilarious and terrifying, and he quickly shuts up. Good. Oh yeah, the other Universe 2 fighters, well, the only Universe 2 fighters now, they're going up against Goku, but Goku's still gonna do it, and that's where we end the episode. All of this happening with 15 minutes to go. Yeah, they're not gonna last long. All in all, I bet a lot of you expected this episode to be a bit of an also-ran, but you know what? It actually kind of surprised me. It was a lot better than I expected. It was also a lot more thought-provoking. It gave me a real sense that Ribrienne's a really tragic character despite being just a one-dimensional shell. There's a lot more to her than I first imagined. She's overly preaching love even though she really doesn't know what love is. It was actually great to see the relationship between Krillin and 18 actually show her that she knows nothing about love even though she talks about it. Less talking, more doing. Not only that, but the animation was also expected to be quite lackluster too, but it was actually okay. Ultimately, this episode was a lot better than I expected, and that was pleasant to see. But anyway, that was my review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 117. Tune in next time for my review of Episode 118. Until then, be sure to like and subscribe. Catch you later!